Hey everybody, happy August. It's Elena and I'm back with some updates for July's Project Pan. So I'm going to go through the things I finished up, some things that are about to finish up, a couple of updates, and then the things I purchased in July. So I'm going to start with skincare. I have two of my holy grails right here. This is just my moisturizer I use every other morning after the shower, and this is my tanning lotion that I use every other morning after the shower. I did repurchase this, but I did not repurchase this yet, but I will probably next month. So those are the first two. I got through my Banana Boat Sport. It's August in Arizona, so sun protection is key. I have not bought a new one yet. My husband has one of these that I'm just going to work through whenever I'm in the sun until we get through his, because I think his is old and probably needs to be finished soon. So probably, again, going to purchase another SPF in August. I have my Allies of Skin Peptides Moisturizer. I love this. I'm working on my next one, and then I don't have a moisturizer backup after that, so I just have this and a smaller one. Yeah, a little bit smaller. That was a freebie. The Marini Skin Solutions Siesta Vitamin C. It felt like it was either going bad because it was kind of dark and it was gritty, which I know the ascorbic acid or whatever can sometimes make vitamin C's gritty. I did get this for free from a friend, but it just didn't seem to really be doing anything for me, so I have not repurchased a vitamin C. I might look into different antioxidants because I've never really got along with vitamin C serums. And this Merit, this is Great Skin. I think it's like a biphase skin prep serum. I don't know how they market it. Once I put it on my skin, about 10 minutes later, it would be very nice, but for the first 10 minutes, it would seem greasy, and I have oily skin. I don't need oil and grease. It was just, it didn't break me out or do anything bad, but it's just not really necessary. So this is my black Heimish tubing mascara. I've already replaced it. It's a holy grail, but I got brown this month, so I'm gonna hold off on purchasing another black one. I don't know if it's totally out, but I don't do more than 3 to 3.5 months per tube, so that was just time to go. I finished up my Lisa Eldridge. I think it's number 9. Yeah, number 9. And I did repurchase the new one. I'll probably do the CL after that one runs out, just because it's too hot right now to deal with something that dewy. And then I had a fail. This is the Merit Iris. It was supposed to be good for 6 months, but it was starting to feel kind of weird on my lids, so I just cleaned it out, and I'll see if I can recycle it or something. And then here's the last item. I'm swatching it real quick. So this is the Sneaky Balm Mood Lighting Deep. That last month I wasn't sure if it was going to work or if it was going to be too bruisey. It is in fact too bruisey for me. I don't know if you can see it. It has like these really pretty swirls of like sparkle. It's not really sparkly on the skin, but oh, it's so stunning. I'm light medium, so this is too much. I did melt it down. I put a little bit of my Sneaky Balm in it. If you see that little cut I took out, but it didn't do enough, and I don't want to waste all my Sneaky Balm. My Sneaky Balm will expire in October, but I just don't think I could get the right ratio to make this doable. But it is stunning, but that's on me. All right, some things that are about to run out. This is not the Fit Glow powder. This is the L'Oreal I decanted. I thought the sifter on the L'Oreal wasn't that great, but I think it's just since it's so finely milled, it just gets stuck, so I just put it in there. This is the backup of the Allies of Skin Peptide Moisturizer. Probably less than a week left in here, and I do have a backup, but not of this, so we'll get into that later. And then last but not least, my little tiny nub. I don't think I'll be able to sharpen it again. It was a struggle just to get it sharpened to this point, so this will probably be done as of today. And then I have some updates. So my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Powder, it's expired. It only has a 6-month shelf life, whatever, but I'm gonna continue using it. It goes on my eyebrows. It's not like it goes in my eyes, but I finally hit a tiny bit of pan. I swear, I think this could last like 5 years, which is kind of crazy. And then here's my new Heimish. As I mentioned, I got the brown one. I'm loving this. Loving it. My eyelashes are looking so good lately, but that might have something to do with my Swede serum. I started it last month. They're looking full and thick and long, so I just do one coat of my Heimish, and I use this every morning. I do think when I repurchase, I'll just get the small one again, just because with you touching your eye, I don't want to have something around for too long. But man, that was it was a little expensive, but it was definitely worth it. All right, so not a positive update. I have the Anua Azelaic serum. I thought I really liked it at first, and I do think my redness went down a little, but I also think it may have broken me out. So I'm hitting pause on this, and my skin is clearing up. In a couple weeks, I might add it back in just to see, again, like just to double test it before I toss it. It wasn't like a bad breakout, but just a couple little bumps, which no one wants to deal with. So that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping I could go with like a cheaper azelaic acid opposed to the Allies of Skin, which is pretty expensive, but I did like it. So, all right, so updates, those are all done. So I'll start with, let's see, some skincare on my purchases. So I had an event, and apparently Target no longer carries Tanologist, so I had to pick this up, which I know I don't like. I should have just not gotten anything. And then I ordered this on Amazon, so I'm holding off on getting a Gold Bond until I finish this, and then I'll go back to my normal of alternating Gold Bond and Tanologist. I don't want to be pasty, and I don't want sun damage. This was on sale. This is my bond treatment from L'Oreal, my tried and true. Last month I picked up the Living Proof, which I usually really like. I don't know if they reformulated it, but it's not doing anything for me now, so I'm going to be adding this in this month. I just got it a couple days ago. So as I mentioned, I had a little skin flare up with my azelaic acid. I don't really use a lot of active, and I had a retinol that I used a long time. I don't know. So all that to say, I'm starting different, but I wanted to wait till my skin barrier was fully repaired before adding this in. So I've only used it a couple times. It never really does anything bad to me, but I think I'll stick with it a little bit longer this time. And then I also got an eye cream from Bubble. It has like vitamin C serum. It doesn't really do anything. It wasn't very expensive, but I'm not going to be repurchasing that. So when it's done, it'll just be gone. And then I went through some of my little pimple patches last month with my skin issues, so I just got a new. I actually like the e.l.f. more than any other brand, like the Hero or whatever. Yeah, these are great. And my last makeup in is Lisa Eldridge. Again, just a repurchase of the number 9. Really, really love this stuff. Okay, so here, I think I had mentioned I was looking into doing a different skincare line, and I've been thinking about it for years. I literally just couldn't pull the trigger, but my birthday's tomorrow, so this is my little birthday gift to myself. And then what? I purchased 2 things, and I got all of that. So I have not even opened this thing yet, so I'll open it on camera. So this had this. This is their serum. I put it smells like goat juice or goat pee, or I don't know, something like that. So I'll start this tomorrow. I already put on my skincare. Totally forgot about this, so I'm very excited. This thing is $100, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, so I'm kind of excited. And then I had also been recommended this Recovery Night Complex, and since I didn't want to get a full size, I got this is the small one, and it came with like a bunch of freebies with it. So it came with, I think, like these, like in a set. So I only bought 2 things, but I got all that with it, which I don't even know what they are. I think there's 2 of the same. Like, these are both multi-action creams, which I've also heard good things about. So I'm not buying any more moisturizers for my face until I'm done with all of those, unless I have any sort of reaction. Here's a smaller one of the Recovery Night Complex, a pigment solution, which I do have a little hyperpigmentation on my forehead, so that might help. And this restorative hydration cream, and then they sent 2 of their little eye contours, which I've only used it 2 days, so I really can't tell. All right, well, I guess that's it. Where's my list? I had 10 things out, I had 16 things in, but like I said, I didn't pay for all of them. I got like those for free. I spent $286.61, but I think that was like 70, and then these 2 things with the discount code were like 130, so that was the bulk of it. You know, that's like 14. I think the pimple patches were like 7. So All right, you guys have a great August, and I will talk to you in September. Take care.